In 2011, I was. Oh my fucking god, that's 10 years ago. Oh, that's so long ago. Okay, in 2011, I was hired to create a poster for a horror movie titled The Grave Bandits. Filmed in the Philippines, Grave Bandits was a standard zombie movie made on a shoestring budget. This is probably why I was asked to create their poster instead of it being designed by an actual advertising firm. Being a sort of young and sort of eager artist at the time, one that had yet to be crushed by the reality of thieving plagiarists and content swiping parasites, I agreed to take the design job. I was then emailed all of the material I would need in order to make a poster for the film: photos to use, catchphrases to include, and mock ups of how they might want the end result to look. There was only one problem: their movie didn't have a logo. I was told that they would have the logo eventually, and just to wing the poster design. They would drop the title in later if they used my poster. So, I created a placeholder logo just to show where exactly one would be. Essentially, it served as a "your logo here" indicator. I even took a photograph of my own hand against the background of a whiteboard and then traced it in Illustrator. To be clear, this logo was entirely my own design. I mean, sure, I didn't create the font itself, but the arrangement, the gravestone in place of the letter A, the distressing and wear pattern, and of course the hand were all my work. So, what do you think happened? Hey, that's right. They didn't use my poster, they stole my logo. I wasn't asked, I wasn't even notified. For all I knew, the poster was rejected, and I was never contacted about it again. Then I saw it appearing on merchandise, on DVD covers, and even in the film itself. Now, this is a legal quandary you might be familiar with due to other videos on my channel. The thieves were overseas, in another country. This made them all but immune to legal action from me, a small-time, self-taught graphic designer living in a mobile home park in bumfuck USA. Infuriated, I contacted the person who had originally hired me and demanded payment for my work. He agreed and offered me $20. That was the end of our working relationship, and no, I didn't take the money. I'd rather just be mad. By the way, they also directly copied the poster I made for them as well, again without asking, without notifying me, and without paying me. At least they made some changes, though. Now you may be asking yourself, how exactly can Slimebeast prove that he made this logo? Naturally, I still have all of the email correspondence, but let me do you one better. See those chunks of rock surrounding the Grave Bandits logo? They look just like random debris, right? Thoughtlessly placed details just set there to give the logo a smashed and crumbling appearance. Well, what if I told you it was a secret message? Something I put in place knowing full well that these sons of bitches were probably going to try to pull a fast one. This font is called WC Rhesus B BTA. Every character in the font is a specific and unique blood spatter image. If we type out my initials and my last name, CHWOLF, and then we convert the font to WC Rhesus, we get these specific splatter images. Now, let's match those up against the seemingly meaningless bits of rubble in the logo. That's right, kids. The makers of the Grave Bandits have had my name front and center on all of their products for a decade. If you're an artist or a writer, don't let stories like these stop you. People will try to steal from you, just like the kid in preschool will try to take your bright, shiny new toy. So, yeah, don't get discouraged, get creative. It's kind of what we're supposed to do as artists. The best revenge is living well, or possibly writing your name all over a thief's project. Perhaps the funniest thing about this whole ordeal is that the Grave Bandits has another title. They actually have an alternate title for it, and I don't know whether that's the English version or a dubbed version or whatever. they have an alternate title called Zombie Island, and they doubled down on stealing my work by making the Zombie Island logo exactly like the one I had made, including the little random or seemingly random dots that actually spell out my name, although theirs probably don't on Zombie Island because they probably did that, with actual random crap. And I think they kept my hand in the in the letter O. I think that's still my hand. And they actually have a hand lifting up the island in the graphic, almost as if that's inspired by my hand on the original logo. So in actuality, they kind of tripled down on this whole thing, which is kind of impressive, honestly. Like that's 3 layers deep in the thievery. That's thievery. I should point out that while this video has been mostly lighthearted, this is something that did devastate me back in the day. This is something that taught me not to trust people who are claiming they want to hire you, which I kind of already knew in the back of my head, but I was like, well, what are the odds? What are the odds that I would be the one to be taken advantage of? And lo and behold, that happened many, many times afterward. But yeah, this is something that completely changed my outlook in terms of being a creator, and something that informs me to this day. A lot of people give me shit about protecting my creations, protecting my work. Why do you have to be so protective? Why do you have to go after people using your work? Blah, blah, blah. And this is why. It's because it all adds up. If you lay down for one person, you're going to lay down for them all, and eventually you're going to end up just being a doormat. And honestly, fuck you if you don't like it. Yeah, so that's how we're going to end this jovial, lighthearted video, is by me saying fuck you to the audience. But only the people who are so concerned about creators protecting their rights. Never be ashamed to protect your rights, everybody. Basically in any regard. That doesn't just go for copyright and, trademark and things like that. If you create something, you own it. If somebody tries to use it or abuse it, go after them like a rabid fucking dog. You can pretty much picture how I felt sitting there looking at videos and pictures of these producers and cast members and crew members enjoying conventions and enjoying premieres of the movie, with my work splattered all over the wall, all over merchandise, and me absolutely not compensated in any regard, and in fact offered $20 for my work, which is probably what $20 is probably what it costs to buy one of the items that my logo was put on. They're probably selling my work on things that cost $20, and they're thinking that's what they want to offer me. Oh, what an insult. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting right now. I went off script and I am rambling. And it's not at all to make this video 8 minutes long. Okay, bye everybody. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoy my stories and my artwork and my content, then please consider joining my Patreon at patreon.com/Slimebeast. And you can help pay me for shit that other people decide to steal from me. I don't know. Why should that be your problem? It isn't.